Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your man, Legacy the Prince.
It's your boy, DJ Before You Why.
Yes, sir. It's a Fresh Leftovers Radio Show, FloReheat.com. You know the vibes. We live and certified, man. We got Rosa Rose in the building.
My God!
Come on, man. Get the bombs. Get the bombs. There you go. There we go. We got Yana Sheree in the building.
How y'all doing?
Hey, Showtime, Mr. Yedo in here kicking it with us. You know what I mean?
Yedo.
Yes, sir. We got just the prophetess. She back here chilling, doing homework. She had a laptop.
She came for the internet.
What happened?
She said she came for the Wi-Fi.
No way.
Oh, shoot. Yo, she's scared the crap out of me. I ain't know what a little thing.
Oh, man.
Tell him don't try you.
All right, yo. So listen,
Oh, shoot.
oh man, that was funny. All right, yo. So we got another hot topic that's been trending out here in these streets. Pastor Mike Jr. is in the tabloids.
Oh, shoot.
Let's check out what he talking about, man.
I got 4 boys, right? It's like, yeah, man, it's crazy. All my friends going to the Rod Wave concert, but you know, we can't go to stuff like that because of who we are. And I was like, well, what's wrong? We don't want to get you in trouble. I don't know if that was reverse psychology or not, but the Ansley and me was like, what you mean, get me? Who gonna put me in trouble? They said, well, Dad, we know you Pastor Mike, and know if we just want to go because we like his music, but people gonna judge you, and they gonna hate on you, they gonna be tweeting about you, and we don't want that. I messed around and said, you want to go? They was like, yeah. I said, well, put your shoes on. I ain't even have no ticket for real. I just knocked on the back door of the BJC, said, hey, Pastor Mike, I said, hey, how you doing? I'm just here. You gotta walk like you're supposed to be there. Hey, here for the concert, God bless you. Next thing you know, we standing by the sound booth. I got a whole hoodie on, some glasses. Like, Lord, I pray don't nobody see me in this thing. Mason all in the front like this. Rather, you gonna tell me rather, but then my baby messed around and looked at me and said, Dad, I said, what? Thank you. I said, I don't care who gonna talk about me. Cause whenever the child tell the father thank you, it make him do whatever it takes to bless you. And I know you need God to do something. Instead of asking him for stuff, you ought to take 30 seconds and just tell God thank you. Thanksgiving is the code that opens heaven's gates.
All right.
My God!
Okay, Rosa.
First of all, okay.
No.
Rosa.
Come on,
Rosa, let's go.
Go to somebody else. Wait, I was gonna start with me.
Girl, you the guest.
Why
All
not?
right, Yana, what's up?
Yeah, let's go, Yana.
Yana Sheree in the building. What up, man? Talk to us.
You know, she don't be. Honestly, silly.
If I'm being 100% honest, I don't see anything super wrong for him to go viral about this. That's just me being honest.
What do you mean?
Like, are they saying this is a bad thing that he did this? That's what they saying.
I don't know what the comments are
The
saying.
comments, well, you know, they were saying because some people were saying that, you know, he ain't supposed to be there. You're the pastor.
I
You're
get
leading
that.
a lot of people. You shouldn't
I
be
do
at the
get that.
Rodways. You shouldn't be pushing your kids to go to these types of secular events. Yada,
Really,
yada, yada.
really
So,
quick. What concert again?
Rodway.
Rod Wave.
Okay.
I get that, but also it's like I feel like you should. I don't know how old they are, but like you should give them the freedom to, you know, kind of do their walk. If that makes sense.
Wait,
Not in a
DJ.
way where it's all right. So it's like I feel like I don't like Broadway. I'm gonna be
About to say
honest,
something like that.
but it's like how can I explain this?
Take your time. That's all right now.
It's like give them the freedom to make their choices. You know what I mean? I don't know how old they are.
Yeah.
But like
You're saying for them
you
to
can't
go.
detect like every, you know, error in their walk. You know what I mean? That's what I mean.
But the thing is, I feel like I understand that.
yeah.
But
He shouldn't be
they
there.
understood who Dad is
That is true.
and the influence that Dad has.
That is
so
true.
they said, nah, we not gonna go because you Pastor Mike. We don't want that type of heat on you.
Mm-hmm.
Pastor Mike, not Owens. Pastor Mike decided, let's go. Now, I'm sorry. Yeah, so I just want to clear that up.
I don't know. I just felt like he took the spiritual out of it. And he just wanted to be a good dad, I guess.
What? Okay.
Even though he is,
I'm not saying he
Pastor
isn't.
Mike.
Okay.
He didn't go spiritual with it.
You know what? The point that I was actually going to make is that it actually, okay. So I think there is a recognition that there's a way to steward influence in the kingdom, out of it in general. When you have influence, there's a level of stewardship that you should have over it. But I was actually going to make the reverse point, but to the same premise, which is, I don't care if he's Pastor Mike or if he's Joe Schmo.
Yeah.
If you're a believer in the kingdom of God,
Thank you.
Right there again, there's certain standards, and this is not coming. I get where Yana's coming from, but I think that it's bigger than that to me.
Yeah.
First of all, I don't listen to Is it Rod Wave?
Yeah.
I don't listen to his music, so I can't sit here and critique the level of his music. But I think when we started talking about things like Beyonce, or we start talking about other artists and our involvement with certain industries that are promoting perverted messages.
So you wouldn't go to a go-go concert?
I think if a perverted message is being promoted somewhere, we have to check ourselves and value whether or not we should go.
Okay.
Period. Like I just
That
think
makes
that
sense.
I think when you listen to the content of the music,
That's the answer.
because I think
That's all. That's what I was looking for.
because I think it's you have to be very careful, right? Like I think that there is a position for. I don't think Christians should seclude themselves to only Christian events.
Absolutely
let me
not.
back up
I
and say
agree with
that.
that.
That's what I was trying to
think
get
one
to.
of the issues is that, to Yana's point, one of the issues is that we forget that we're not going to preach the gospel to ourselves.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm not preaching the gospel to you.
Yeah.
Like I'm preaching, I'm going. He said, "Go therefore to the Gentiles."
Facts.
Right. So they were going to preach where Jesus was not known. So I do understand the concept of Christian people, Christian artists, Christians in general, and I'm not talking about a person with influence. I'm talking about just regular. We can be in secular spaces.
Absolutely.
But I think if those secular spaces are promoting demonology, if those secular spaces are anti-Christ, if those secular spaces are now, it's different. You going to a poetry show, you know what I'm saying, it's chill, versus that you go in there and they saying, we believe in, you know what I'm saying, any type, like they're promoting some type of false doctrine. That's a whole different ball game. Or this music is promoting depression, anxiety, suicide in people. Like we got to be careful.
Lust.
That's where the line gets drawn.
Yeah. And
I think for me, we have to be careful about how we as Christians decide to influence the culture.
Gotcha. You are.
As a father,
Yeah.
I'm gonna look at it from this way, right? I understand how I grew up. I knew what I was exposed to, X, Y, and Z. However, if my son says something to that extent, I don't know. I'm gonna be honest. I don't listen to Rod Wave either. I don't know what he promote. So, if he wants to go to something like that, I'm going to go. That's why I think as parents it's important to keep your ear to the street. You got to. You have to. If you don't, then you're going to be lost. You never know what they're listening to outside of you. Whatever case scenario, if you hear them spirit lyrics, you might not even know what it is. So you definitely, I believe that you need to keep your ears to the street as much as possible, so you'll know, because kids influence other children, you know, so forth and so on. But if this is a place where perversion and stuff like this is being promoted, I don't care who you are, because you're still responsible as a father.
1000%.
As a father, bump being a preacher, all that crap, I don't care. As a father, God's still gonna hold you responsible for what you are allowing to be influenced in your child. Now 100%. You can't. There's certain things you're just not gonna be able to control because they're gonna get it on their own. And I understand letting them experience certain things, but if you're aware, then you need to be aware. Because look how much we did. If God just say, you know what, it's cool, y'all go do y'all own thing, you know. Look,
Where's
we'll
the
get
standard?
into. Like, we'll get into a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
No problem. But
And
if
have.
And
And
you know what I'm saying? We heard God and like, you know what? I'm just being honest. You know,
Thank
I
God for
ignored
grace.
it. I
Thank God
ignored
for
it.
grace.
Exactly.
Boy,
And
I done
it's
been
not-
outnumbered a
it's not
couple times.
Yeah.
It's not condemnation. It's like, like you said, when are we going to hold a standard according to what the biblical principles are saying to us?
That's right.
And when are we going to be bold enough to stand on that and be okay with what people going to say? Because it's going to happen. I'm pretty sure it's people in my family who's talked about me. I'm actually heard of some of it. You know,
What is that?
I'm just not. I don't come around like that because maybe some people think I'm better or whatever case scenario. Like, look, I love being around my family, but I can't be around. I'm not saying who specifically, but I can't be around y'all and y'all smoking weed around the kids. That's if you gonna smoke weed, I don't care. I mean, you gonna do your thing. This your house. I don't care about that. But when you do stuff like this around the kids, it bothers me. Cause you grown. They not. They can't control like I'm about to just leave. I can leave at any time. You know what I'm saying? But they can't leave. And it bothers me. Or you're okay with certain things. People that cuss around me, I don't care. Look, I understand. Look, we gonna pray with you. I'm gonna still pray for you, my brother, my cousin, whatever case scenario, and we're gonna move forward. But you gotta stand on biblical principles. We're Christians. If you don't know what it is to walk like Christ, then you need to go back to the basics and read that. Start with Matthew.
Come all the way down.
Come all the way down. Then when you finish that, go to the Old Testaments and see who God really is, what he has done. Because you see more of what God has done in the Old Testament. And y'all just think God is cool with blessing you. He done took out families. He done took out lineages. I'm done, bro.
So
that's a whole sermon.
That's
okay?
it. All right, that's our time. I was like, I agree with all y'all. Y'all said everything in different bunches of what I was gonna say. My biggest thing was that analogy was mid, bro. That show was whack.
That was mid.
That analogy was whack. I was like, yo, why is nobody not saying that? I was like, okay, it'll be Leg. Leg will do it. Nigga, that was trash.
And it was, I forget the last part toward the end. He was saying something I forgot, and I really wanted.
They try to wrap it up with the. That was mid.
What did he say? What did he say?
He was talking about Thanksgiving, and he was essentially saying that the best part about the concert was when his child looked at him and said, "Thank you, Dad." So he was like, "This is how it is with the father," and it's like
that is trash. That isn't. And then the whole church.
Exactly. Churches always do that. Be bothering me. So what if let's just hypothetically say that was not the hypothetically. What if God said, "I'm not pleased with that," but you're okay with it because your son said thank you. I don't understand that. Stop. We don't.
That's
really,
tough. I didn't think about that. That's good.
My thing is that might not have still been what God wanted you to do.
Yeah, his oil ain't. I would say his oil's on. But then my thing at the same time is like, I don't necessarily subscribe to the if you for instance, if somebody might think drinking is a bad thing, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, cool. I understand my influence. Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna be just drinking anywhere.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I don't understand why this was even a thing. You know what I'm saying?
To make a issue.
What I'm saying, I'm just saying though. But my thing is,
I'm saying to you, drinking is. I'm saying that's the whole point. And back to you, we got to go back to the original text because that's the problem. Like for example, if somebody was like, "Oh, I saw Legacy drinking," I would be like, "And you know why?" Because drinking and drunkenness is two very different things. And the sin is drunkenness.
Exactly.
Right?
Okay.
So we allow people to pervert the word like what he did now. Oh, yeah, this is the same thing as me being thankful for what God did. It's like you literally, not even just mid, it's like you're actually perverting doctrine. You're taking things, that's like a way bigger issue. You know what I mean? It's like, it's way bigger than the analogy wasn't good. The issue now is like how you're taking doctrine and tainting it to make it seem like
trying to flip
this is something that is not, right? And that perversion is scary to me.
Yeah.
And I think we're a generation
real.
we have itching ears. So that's the scripture says. The itching ears will have us just
doing whatever
for no reason. But the reality is, if people said to me, "Yo, Legacy was drunk," beyond fresh leftovers, I'm talking about just who you are as a man. If they were like, "Yo, he's a man of God. He's married. He has children. He is an example to his household." Child.
There you go.
Example. Name of Jesus. I'm just joking. Stop.
Not again.
On a serious note, though, but like, just your influence for your household. Because I think a lot of people, I hate this, that a lot of people be like, "But you have this platform." It's like, your first platform is your house. Is your crib. So I'm not even worried about who you are as a pastor. I'm talking about to your children, back to him being a father. It's like, that's really the most important thing. And I feel like if you were drunk as a father, is there grace and mercy that God will renew? Sure, like that's who he is. But that's where I'm more concerned about. Like, that's me as your friend. I'd be like, "Yo, that's a problem. Like, you have a daughter. You know what I mean? Like, this is not okay." And so that's the real concern. The drinking isn't the issue. And I think people pervert that doctrine, not just that one, but a lot of other ones, you know?
That's real. That's real, bro.
And that was tough. All right, man. Look, man. Up next, we got Humble Opinion with DJ B4EY, man. So y'all keep it locked, man. FloRadioshow.com. We got Rose in the building. Ooh, Rose dropping boys. Yana Sheree, man. All right, man. We be right back.